Back in the 90s, when Nickelodeon was at its height, they introduced a show called Nick News W5. And I thought it was the dumbest thing to do to a network that was geared towards making me laugh. Then this show started, and I thought, wow, Nick News W5 is a treat compared to what we're about to deliver.
Well, we have never been designed to make people laugh.
Into the field with Napoleon Dynamite, or whatever your name
Napoleon
is.
Dynamite was terrible. Napoleon, on the other hand,
was terrible.
I mean,
he had his
Vive la
moments.
France. Either way, making people laugh is not what we do. Nickelodeon at least could do that. So
that's true. I mean,
it's not a biggest pivot for us.
We were raised by Ren and Stimpy, if you think about it.
I had a lot more Rugrats. I was just a little later. The Ren and Stimpy was edgy.
Avra Monsters.
See, you guys were all on the edgy stuff.
Yeah,
I don't
it's
know.
too
Wasn't really
much.
allowed
That's
that.
too fringe.
Yeah.
I can't take you seriously in that hat, and I'm going to ask that you take it off.
I don't know that I can. I am now part pierogi.
You're always part pierogi.
That's enough out of you. Next on Ugly Thirds. Yeah.
Oh, welcome to us.
Whoa.
Sit up, Phil.
Welcome.
Centered?
That intro.
I was. All right, so welcome to another episode of Ugly Thirds. Our topic today is what's in the news for March and April 2025. Gentlemen, take it away.
Yeah, well, the first one aired on March 7th, so it's like that was January, February, and now we're almost
April,
halfway into March.
Yeah,
So
it's fine. Everything's fine.
It's fine.
Everything's good.
Good
news month.
Yeah. Oh, there was a lot. It was like, oh, not
stuff.
a lot, and then it's like, no, there's a ton. First off, to everyone who told me about the Cleveland pierogies, thank you. Was well ahead of that one.
Did you go to the game?
No. This was
Well,
obviously.
you missed out.
It was a phenomenal time. You can see all the coverage. I did a 3-minute short of it. Obviously got the jersey. Phenomenal experience. Loved it. The Monsters do a great job. I would be shocked if they don't do more like it. I had coworkers like, oh, pick me up a hat, pick me up a shirt. I don't know how I found any of the things I did. Like, they were sold out by the time they got to the game on Saturday. Good. I had this jersey and hat reserved, or I never would have got it. It's good to have connections. But, like, nice. Unbelievable. And I would be shocked if they don't do it again next year. Phenomenal. Would recommend if anyone's out that way or make the journey like I did. Would recommend. It was fantastic.
Did they do any specialty pierogi dishes? Like when we were in Calgary, you got pierogi poutine?
Well, so they don't usually serve pierogies, and they serve pierogies. And early in the game, they said that the pierogies on the weekend, they had 17,000 pierogies had been eaten so far. They also had Pogi, the pierogi mascot.
Good.
He was also chased down by a guy in a fork costume. Like, bailed out by their versions of the Hanson brothers.
I love it.
It was phenomenal. And like every detail, everything was. It was pierogies left, right, and center, and it was phenomenal.
Good.
So would recommend.
Good.
Go see the short.
Kick us off.
In something that Phil filmed videos on, but hasn't posted for reasons.
So I have, I have a backlog of unboxings I need to upload. And then I haven't decided if we're just going to make that a one video or we're going to post one and then another one. But yeah, so Capitals came out with this.
Yeah, so the Cherry Blossom practice jersey is back. The one last year had, which was it the regular? Yeah, it was the regular Capitals logo, the text, the modern logo with some blossoms. And it was fine. It was fine.
This was
it. So using the asymmetric nature of the eagle and filling in those blossoms at the bottom, it looks really, really good.
They did a nice job with it this year, and the color. I like the color the most. I thought they did fantastic. It's everything you'd hope for and something you could never buy.
Next slide.
Sort of, Phil.
Yeah, Phil. So these were what? They were available at the arena.
The arena and the team, so any team store. So MedStar's practice facility in Boston and the arena.
So you went down and you bought one.
Well, I ordered it and I had it shipped because I never could make it down there. And anyone that knows DC traffic, you don't go during the week. So I had a weekend to do it.
So you got it. And then, do you want to or shall I?
Go ahead.
Oh, the entire thing was heat pressed. Nor was it the
How embarrassing.
Yeah, no, it was heat pressed. It did not have the any elements of the Fanatics practice jersey. It had a lace up collar. It was a generic practice. Do you even remember who made it?
Big Hit Hockey, something like that.
Something.
Like some way off brand. Like It was a practice jersey. It was like a peony that you use in gym.
Penny?
A penny?
Is it penny? I thought it was a peony. Penny.
No, that's the pasta.
Okay. Well, yeah. Okay. But no, it was awful.
It was a farfalla.
We are going.
It was. He got a rigatoni.
We are going to post that unboxing and the video I made, because I made a short video before I returned it because I was running out of time to return it. And with shipping was $148
for heat pressed garbage, and it did not have the best feature in my opinion. Phil, next slide.
Lost my mouse.
Just
The next slide.
Oh no! Hold on.
Things have gone wrong on Ugly Thirds.
I don't know how this happens that my mouse ends up going to the iPad.
What?
It's in the iPad right now. I can't get out.
Traversing new boundaries, technological disasters.
It's not letting me get
Yikes.
How?
They've all left. They wanted more Phil, and they got him, and now they've probably
This is
tuned
why.
out.
This is what happens when there's more Phil.
I don't know how to fix this. It's literally not letting me get out of there.
I love this a lot.
Should we pause?
Okay, just snap your fingers, and we're gonna pause for a second.
Did you get your mouse back?
It's back.
It ran away.
When you connect an iPad to a Mac, it can act as a separate monitor, and you can use the Mac. And
Oh, the ecosystem! Look at the ecosystem.
all right, talk about let's go.
The cherry blossom print on the back is totally why I'd want one, and that was not even an option. So
You barely got a jersey for $148.
it's absolutely ridiculous. So, so that's that. Shrams, you want to cover the next one?
Yeah, we did in our first jersey segment. The Anaheim Ducks did the Offspring night, like bringing punk rock into the rink, which was cool because that's kind of how I grew up. But then, like, you kind of round out the whole thing with the Vans jerseys, like so well done. Except the hemline stripe. I feel like there was potential to have that checkerboard pattern down in the hemline, just to kind of give it some continuity, but. Overall, I thought it was very well done. For $300, I don't know.
Yeah, you had me until then.
You kept making this point over the course of the game worn jersey shows that we go to. Like, you can get a gamer, you can get two gamers for $300. An actual on ice player worn jersey. This is cool, but I'm starting to like lean in that direction now.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if it's AHL seems to be the cheap one. Everything else, it varies.
Yeah.
And it depends on the team. You go for an NHL game worn, you're not getting anywhere close to like that,
You
But
picked one out of a bin for $50.
It wasn't game worn.
That wasn't?
It wasn't. It was just an authentic. That's why he was selling them.
Gotcha.
That came later.
Still.
Yeah.
Still not bad, though.
Yeah.
$50.
Up next, a proper leak. And I don't know why this hasn't gotten more press. The Ottawa Senators are camera testing a third jersey. You want full screen that, Phil?
Yeah, I just my yeah, never mind.
It doesn't look the best. Like the now I'm questioning camera quality, but like why make that? Especially such a weird thing of the 25 on the sleeves and the C. Look, if this is fake, I bought it, but
I can't imagine that it is fake though. I imagine they're doing like a promo shoot or something at the arena. I don't know. I'm mixed on it. The shoulder looks like what's like a Puritan almost. Like it's got that. I can't quite explain it.
The gold fringes just on the sides, I feel is almost like Roman soldier-esque. Like it's an epaulette. I don't know, and if that's right, there is no white in it beside what's naturally in the logo, which I also think is a nice touch. I like it. I'd buy one, honestly.
As long as it stays with this and doesn't jump to like the Centurion logo. I think that's where the Sens went wrong. I think they had the right look from the get-go, and then they jumped into that goofy Alexei Yashin thing for way too long.
Yeah, they still have that 3D version they've never used.
Yeah.
And I still lament that. But I like the prodigious amount of gold. There's enough red and black in the NHL. Now that you get, I mean, they started the sparkly gold. We got corrected on that of like, yeah, no, the Sens had that before Vegas. With that third jersey with the thing.
Yeah,
Yeah, they did.
Yeah,
so for them to get back to that would be a good thing.
I'm hearing, and this is just maybe hearsay, but I'm at least hearing with a lot of chatter, especially in the hockey jersey subreddit, that next year there's going to be an influx of thirds.
Fanatics truly jumping in.
Yeah, like they got their feet wet. They're like, all right, we got this now, and then they're going to take it from here. So, Bill,
you can and you will.
Nobody asked you to buy those things.
That's true.
But also,
you do this.
This is me telling you, there's going to be some big opportunities.
We got to up our subscribers. Get some more.
You heard Phil. Everyone like and subscribe. What's next?
Oh yeah, the other leak.
So this was in a video about tariffs affecting Canada. It was a CBC production. I saw it in my feed, and I'm like, oh, I'll watch that later. Like I like set it aside, and then I got messages. Thank you to everyone on Instagram popping up on this one. Yeah, that's totally a Bruins jersey leak. Where that's not the Centennial. The gold sleeves are not there. It's a throwback in the Fanatics / Adidas cut. Next slide, maybe. I'm gonna need you to jump ahead on the slide. It's, yeah, like that. But it shrimps. No, not just so I can see it in the side panel on the left. Yeah, these clips show a whole bunch of them being folded. I did actually email the SP factory of like, do you guys do tours? And they said, no, we don't do tours because so many secret projects are happening. And then they gave the CBC a tour, and look what happened. So, you win, SP. Yeah, clearly, those are new Bruins jerseys. I would not be shocked if that's a new look. We don't see a white, but I think we talked with the Bruins jerseys of like they've had this look since 2007. It's great. But it's starting to get a little stale. It's getting a little dusty, and there's no reason that they couldn't make a nice lateral move to an 80s look.
We're thrown back to the Happy Gilmore age. Like, this is it. And it's weird because... Well, you know what? Maybe it's appropriate because they're starting to slide down into that retool, retinker, rebuild era.
Tinker, Tailor, Soldier, Spy over here?
Yeah. What?
I mean, what if they are doing this for the Happy Gilmore 2 movie coming out?
Oh,
wouldn't that be the greatest bait and switch? The only other thing that is, so top right corner, you probably need a full screen so you can see it. I wanted to make this a full slide, and I'm like, it's not necessary. There is very clearly a new Bruin logo on the shoulder.
Yeah.
You can catch it right in the corner of the shot. One of the people I was talking to said that it looks like it's only one shoulder based on how it's laying, which we saw that with the Centennial jersey, that the patch was just one shoulder. So there is at least something new here. It is not just a throwback. Could it be a third jersey and we're all wrong? Yeah, there's no reason it couldn't be. But that doesn't seem like a big enough change in look to warrant a third jersey.
No.
So
it's crazy, though. Like, the Bruins have been through the Centennial year, and then to this year, and then potentially something new next year. Like 3 years in a row, three completely different looks. Good news for us because they are blowing out those Centennial jerseys.
Got a Marchand for $100.
For like $60 blank. I don't even know what to say, Phil.
But we appreciate your service.
I never said
the
that.
reviews that happen, we appreciate.
But it's we.
He is turning all sorts of colors.
We try to speculate.
It's like a tamarin.
Which one? That's true. It could be the tamarin. we try and speculate, like, which jerseys are going to be in abundance and which ones do you have to pounce on. And those 100 years seem like good ones to pounce on.
Yeah,
except in hindsight, like, you can get them all now for under $200.
Yeah, Boston overproduces. That is something that I'm going to be able to take to the bank.
I can get a Taylor Hall Fanatics Premium for what, $92?
Yeah,
like,
I got one
Winter Classic or whatever they were playing in. Like, you have to know what teams are going to get that overproduction.
Does Chicago have indoor games anymore? It's all outdoor games. It's always Chicago and outdoors. Up next is from a description. Friend of the show message saying that he got a guy who saw the third jerseys, described it as that there is a script logo on a white jersey with blue trim, blue shoulders, and it was very specific that there is a shoulder logo with an oil derrick that says "Welcome to Oil Country" since 1979. So that's best of my ability to put something like that together. My thought is it reminds me of the Calgary third jersey, the old one with the script.
Yeah.
So, I mean, first off, that it's a white is like, huh. But
so
they must have a reason.
This is designed by you?
Yes. This is me putting together based on the description I was given.
There's a rumor, though, that NHL's thinking about going back to white for home.
If that's the case, white just doesn't sell as well. And people were worried about stains and things like that. Like,
did they not oxybath their jerseys like we do?
We?
No, no. You wash them. I oxybath them. I gently massage them in the tub. I am not in the tub. I'm just going to put that out there.
Candles.
The jerseys are in the tub, but I will sit on the outside and gently massage the dirt.
Sing songs.
There's a little Kenny G going on in the background.
That's why I'm not available on the weekends. I like what you've done here, though. This is simple, clean, and I think we should use this as our
So you heard it here.
Video identifier.
Yeah, I would throw people off.
Where did you get the beef stick from?
Next
this
to
is
the
why you're not on.
tamarind.
This is why you're not on camera.
Did you bring enough to share with everyone? You don't bring enough to share with the class?
I feel like they could put something beneath it, like a little accent or a.
Wait, the beef stick or the. So the striping did not have a lot of info. I was told blue ends. I added the orange. Yeah, well, like a baseball kind of like. Yeah, you could. A script logo. It's going to be different, and you know what? With the Oilers, they could use something different.
Yeah, they did so well with that Heritage Classic jersey. Like they have.
The oil drop. The oil drop has always been good. I'm shocked no one's ever brought that back. So, all right. The Rangers have released two versions of their 100th anniversary logo. One's beveled, one's not.
Beveled looks good.
A little harder to put that on an embroidery.
I like the depth of it though.
Yeah. It's good. Chicago is also celebrating its 100th anniversary, as is Detroit, I believe. So we have not seen anything from either of the other two teams. I will remind everyone the Rangers' first jersey was next slide. So if we don't see that used in some way, I'd be a bit disappointed. I mean, there is not range in the Rangers. It's just lighter and simpler and would be very easy to do.
I'd love to see the brown pants though. That'd be a nice touch.
That'd be a nice touch.
Yeah.
And then some proper news. With Penguins season ticket holders, they are being told that there is a new alternate jersey.
Can I say something?
No.
What?
Okay, go.
I'm going to do it anyway.
Wait a minute. When do you ever stop doing something?
What a dumb third. Why would you put a question mark on a jersey? Like
for the Riddler.
What a
Batman was filmed in Pittsburgh.
I understand times are tough in Pittsburgh, but this is not the route to go.
Well, no one knows what's going on.
That's true.
Oh.
On ice, off ice. At least they're not the Pirates.
What you gonna get next season? I don't know. Boom, question mark jersey. When did they release this?
This came out about 2 weeks ago.
Okay. So season ticket holders get a sneak peek?
Well, so I mean, we've seen nothing of what it's doing. There's speculation on which throwback is it. If it's not the RoboPen with the gradient, like the black one with the midriff stripe, I'd be shocked. Not that I want it particularly, but
True.
everyone does. So
If you hate money, you wouldn't do that.
right, and that's exactly it. I mean, they did the text one that Phil's wearing that like everyone wanted that. Now we did it. Okay, the next one that everyone wants, RoboPen Gradient.
I'd love to know that if they do an event like that, if they make you leave your phones inside like a cubby or something, like how cool would that be if they did like an exclusive thing like that?
Well, if anyone gets there, give me your description and I will put something together.
It'll be pens. Like sens.
Yes, that's next.
Pens?
Sens.
Now we get into the minor leagues. The San Diego
Good
Gulls
Lord, this is great.
Mardi Gras jersey.
Ah,
It's because everyone wants to take them off so badly they're bad.
I get it. Like, I get the luster of getting to the NHL and having to go through stuff like this. But I said this the last time. You're gonna look back one day if you appreciate the aesthetics of hockey. You're gonna look back one day and be like, all right, that wasn't bad. Like, you're not gonna appreciate this at 22 when you're.
It's hard to be respected in that, but like it's fun, and I think there is a lot more acceptance of that now. If it's fun,
yeah, I'll give you that.
Next slide has some of the details. Look, they did a good job. They did a good job with this. They did. They did. It was a really solid jersey.
Yeah.
I'd buy one if they were available.
Did you see if they're available?
No, Phil, you go right ahead.
He's gonna open up a new tab in a second.
I'm not trying to mess with this with the iPad. Okay.
There was the whole slew of your normal St. Patrick's Day jerseys. I picked a handful of them. Nothing special.
Next slide.
Yes, please. It's the normal.
It is.
Yeah, at this point, it's hard to find something truly original in this kind of thing. Throw a shamrock on it, make it green. It's fine. Guarantee there's bunches I missed, but did I really? Next, the Orlando Solar Bears.
Man, they brought
it back.
The 90s.
You can buy this one. Phil has not somehow. I thought he would by now.
Well, the night is young.
No, I just got my tax for my car, so
it's personal property tax in
car?
Virginia.
The one that is technically functioning right now.
It is gorgeous in a hideous way.
Yeah. But, like, imagine a point in time where this was considered, like, edgy and cool.
You were trying to be cool.
I wanted this. You picked this out of the Sears catalog. Like, yeah, I'm going to do that.
The 90s were a very different beast.
Man, it was something. It was good to be a part of.
Was it?
No.
I did not enjoy it nearly as much. Phil, can you look away from your browsing to...
I think this is one of the best looks in minor league hockey originally, but you're going to have to tell me about this jersey because I don't know anything about it.
So, I feel like I should... Next slide, Phil.
You are wrong. You can't buy those San Diego Gall jerseys.
Oh,
why are you sweating?
His credit card is sweating.
It's only authentic $225.
Well, see, okay. So,
I like the Maine Mariners. Their look is very, very good for minor league hockey. But this jersey.
So, Best Buddies is a 501c3 nonprofit dealing with intellectual and developmental disabilities. They pair people up, someone with a disability and a mentor. It's a great program that goes way, way back. When did they start? 1989.
Oh, that logo. Yeah.
You've
seen it before,
yeah.
for sure.
So Maine did a night celebrating this. They auctioned it off for charity, obviously. They have more than 1,500 chapters now. So, it started in Washington, D.C. It's been going and going. Clearly, it's made it all the way to Maine. And good things done in 54 countries worldwide.
Proper.
Yeah.
Good on the Mariners to do.
And we'll follow up with the Mariners in... This is Renaissance Night.
Oh, God.
If you thought the Vegas Golden Knights didn't nail looking like a knight enough, you can try this.
Just when I prop them up, I have to tear them down. This is terrible. This is terrible.
Look at the detail with the pants and the socks, though. Like, it's somewhere between like 80s Batman and the Liquid Terminator.
Like,
It's almost Michelin Man.
It's a
too.
T1000 look.
Or that, what was it, the Wolverine movie where he's fighting the big night robot? That kind of like sharp edges.
Less fun here.
yeah, I didn't have a great time with this one.
Powered by Dash.
Not for me.
Let's try the next one. The Hershey Bears, always good things. This just dropped. This is brand new news. They did one for autism awareness. Plenty of details. Do I have 2 slides on this one? I think I have 2 more slides on this one.
Pants. They couldn't get like actual pants to go with it.
Yeah, they botched some of that. It's a good look.
Yeah.
It's very different. They didn't adjust the logo, which they usually do, but like, it works. Details on the sleeve. Butterfly has been a big thing with all this. I thought the font stands out well. Orange name bar. It's a good jersey.
They get it right.
Yeah.
They 100% get it right. Are we gonna cut halfway? This is a 2-part thing.
How far in are we?
Yeah,
Phil?
Phil.
Well, if we take out like that minute, it's 26 right now.
Lord.
So
What did we do the last time? You cut us off, or no? I'm gonna cut you off this time. You're done. You wait. He has to end the show, doesn't he?
Yes, he does.
Phil, can you end the show, please?
Oh,
Well,
I have
we're
to
gonna
end
make
it?
this
Okay.
2 parts.
I can't because there's no Phil Cam.
Good heavens.
Well,
What
that's
happened-
worked.
what happened to
Okay,
Phil?
bring it back to
Um,
us. Bring it back. Or you could turn Jersey Cam on you and have
What
an
happened to
extreme
your
close up.
camera?
I don't know. Let's see. This one works. The other one doesn't. Okay. Well then. Okay. Let's do this. So, come back for part 2 of Jersey.
I don't blame you if you don't.
For part 2 of Jersey News, and don't forget to hit like and subscribe. And I can't talk, so we're just gonna go to the end slate.
Oh, what?
Maybe
just
we
now?
could have done that, Joe.
Maybe just now you just can't talk.
And